So let's suppose there is an Eddie. Eddie is an aspiring software engineer. He tries his best to code the best programs in the world, right? Suddenly there is this notification on his phone because he subscribed to some YouTube guy, and there is this notification and he just cannot help but go into the video that this guy just posted, and he's his next favorite YouTuber. He's right there. That's this guy. He suddenly creates a video about this new JavaScript framework. It's really new. It's so cool. It has a super slick logo. You would like to have this logo as a badge on your t-shirt, right? So you cannot help but go to the landing page, to the page where they present the whole product, the whole framework. It's so cool. You keep on scrolling, you keep on looking at those super cool, graphics. You see those people here, they try to build something and they are using this super slick technology. It's super cool, You just go. It doesn't end. Then you suddenly realize that it's the best thing that you have ever seen in your life. You want to try it out, right? So you go to the GitHub. You go to the GitHub and what do you see there? You see that there is 100k of the stars. You know that your life won't be the same if you skip this new framework. If you skip all this cool stuff that is awaiting just around the corner, right? You try to figure out what it all is about. You go to the 1 hour crash course where you just smash your head because it was so powerful, so juicy. This was just the first video. The first one. There is the second one and there is the third one. But we are not talking about you, we are talking about Eddie. And Eddie suddenly realizes that he uses the jQuery. Who uses jQuery nowadays? Nobody. And what does the Eddie do right now? He sits on his couch and he cries to the tears. So I call this phenomenon the tech FOMO. It's basically a situation where you have some shiny new great technology that you see, right? And you would like to try it, and you really do. And you go out there and you start learning and this and that. And then you get bored with it, and then you go after something else, and then after something else. And I definitely had quite a few times in my life where I had the same problem. I was fantasizing about using the Akka framework. It's a framework for the Scala or Java community where you can build applications that are scalable, and then you can build microservices with that, and you don't need to build a microservice, but you will use that anyway, right? I also wanted to create some 3D graphics, so I picked up the DirectX because it was really cool at the time. And then I found OpenGL, and then I wanted to play around with the Unreal Engine, and the thing goes on and on. Alright, so you would like to implement something, but then you find out that with this framework and this library, it's not that, easy. We are working on it and stuff. You go to the GitHub, you go to the issues tab, and you see people complaining about that. And in the thread, there are some, workarounds, some cool stuff, how to get around that, and this and that, right? But don't get me wrong, it always happens with the technology. Tech isn't perfect, the world isn't perfect, and we need to live with it, and it's okay, right? But the problem is that you find something new, you then go learn it, then you find out some problems with that, and then you find another technology which is really cool and you want to try it out. And you spin in a circle. So how do we avoid that? First of all, you need to specify the time frame in which you are. If you are looking to get a job, to get hired, to work for someone, then I would suggest and recommend that you focus on just one thing, on one framework which is well known, which is battle tested, which is bulletproof. People use it, it gets the job done. It might not be the newest one. It might not be the fanciest one. You might not have dreams about it or fantasize about it when you sip your cup of coffee, right? But it will get the job done and you don't have to worry about it. If you are looking for a job, you need to get good at some one thing and go for the most battle-tested stuff that is out there. The other situation is where you are on some project. You're working on it with your team, you have your job, you are, going in the right direction, but you see the room for improvement. And there are resources and time for improvement. So you can go out there, check out some solutions, maybe play around with them. That's a great time to see something new, something that is not outdated, something that might approach the problem from quite a different perspective, or at least a bit of a different perspective. Then you can go into that. You can have a look, you can play around, you can figure out whether it's worth it or not. And then you're good to go. You might decide that you want to implement that. Bam! You're implementing with a new cool framework. Or even if you have some time on your own and you want to build something that is not very risky, very, mission critical, then you can go out, you can pick this new shiny object, sit around, play with it. If you have time, you can do whatever you want, and if you do productive things, it's even better, You cannot pick better things to do than productive things. To slay some dragons, right? So these are two main situations. I wouldn't go deeper into that. If you are on budget, if you are tight on time, if you need to get your stuff done and it needs to work, go for the bulletproof old technologies that are out there, that are standing grounded. But if you have some time to play, if you can, integrate something, it's not that risky to use this cool, shiny new JS framework, go for it. Don't think twice about it. My friend, if you are struggling with picking up the technology, or you are running from shiny object to the other shiny object, as I did, I've been guilty of it myself. Sign up for the Raw Tech Hackers community. This is the community of people who want to get farther and farther in the programming and, get things done. And if they have problems, they can speak to each other, they can discuss it, they can go through it and seek for help. So if you want to join this community, go to the link below, drop your email. I will send you the invitation to that community. It is free. So I will see you next time.